better than Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd is the best fighter in his era, and I feel like I'm the best fighter.
Crawford's very strong like I am. He has all the same long arms. Like I said, southpaw right-handed, and he's coming to get you. He don't care about the Philly defense style, whatever style he don't care about that. He's trying to get you.
Floyd Mayweather has set the stage ablaze after making a bold move toward Terence Crawford, openly calling him out for a showdown in 2026. Despite stepping away from professional boxing back in 2017, Mayweather has re-entered the spotlight, throwing down the gauntlet and demanding one last monumental fight. His declaration has already sparked a wave of excitement and debate among fans and analysts alike, creating a storm of anticipation as two eras of boxing brilliance edge closer to a head-on clash that could become one of the most unforgettable spectacles the sport has ever seen.
So if he was pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh, shit, okay, I'm just asking. Floyd was pound for pound before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody, I'm gonna always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
Terence Crawford spoke with absolute clarity when the comparisons to Floyd Mayweather came up, dismissing them outright by declaring that Mayweather was the best of his own time, while he stands as the greatest of this generation. He stressed that there's no reason to measure one against the other, especially after his commanding victory over Canelo. Crawford made it clear that his journey and legacy deserve recognition on their own, without being tied to Mayweather's shadow.
Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going up that much.
Now,
A's debates rage among analysts over who truly stands above the other. Crawford remains firm that such comparisons only diminish the individuality of each fighter's path. His position shows clear respect for Mayweather. Yet he refuses to let his own legacy be measured by another man's standard. Crawford wants history to remember him for his own distinct greatness.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, bro. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. I always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
Boy, you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll beat his ass. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
You like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Crawford, now 40, has carved out history by becoming undisputed in multiple weight divisions while moving up to topple champions in higher classes. His legacy is etched across the sport through flawless defense, punishing power, and sharp ring IQ. While Mayweather dominated his own time, Crawford's accomplishments and commanding performances naturally invite comparisons, even if he insists his greatness stands on its own.
One of the greatest. He's done shit that Floyd Mayweather ain't done.
Like what?
Like what?
What that don't know.
He is a two-time undisputed champion. Floyd wasn't a one-time undisputed champion. So he has all the belts in one division and then moved up and got all the belts in another division. I don't know if that's ever happened in the history of boxing.
Yes, and he beat the man.
Let's give Terence Crawford his flowers because everything he said he was going to do,
he done it.
He did.
Mayweather walked away from the sport with a perfect 50-0 record, cementing one of the most polished careers in boxing history. He conquered 5 different weight divisions, showing his ability to adjust to any opponent's style. With near impenetrable defense, he neutralized heavy punchers just as effortlessly as skilled technicians. Rarely taking a clean shot, Mayweather turned every bout into a chess match, relying on precise timing, slick footwork, and razor-sharp counters to outthink and outclass his rivals.
Floyd Mayweather stopped Conor McGregor in the 10th round to improve to 50-0 in what he says will be his final fight. I actually believe him this time, Max. What's his legacy?
Well, he's one of the great pure boxers who ever lived. He is never cheated himself. He always was in condition. He had no off nights. That's why he won every fight. It's one of the reasons. Not because he's one of the best to ever do it, and because he was always prepared over a very long amateur and pro career. Amazing. Another reason is he carefully selected opponents, knew when and where and when and who to fight, and basically changed the paradigm in boxing. I'll translate. He flipped the script.
I feel like everybody tries to put Bud, say he's this Hall of Fame fighter, and which he is, but only because of the two-time undisputed. Floyd never won undisputed. But how great is that accomplishment if your resume is weak? Yeah, you won undisputed, but I mean, look at the guys you fought and look how you got to that undisputed status. If the shoe was on the other foot, if Bud did all of the heavy lifting and took 3 belts from 3 champions, and then went and took Earl's 1 belt, he didn't do no heavy lifting for that second undisputed title. None at all. He beat fucking, who was that, Joe Horn? Who's that guy he beat for that 1 belt, the WBO belt?
Jeff Horn.
After falling to Crawford by unanimous decision, Canelo spoke candidly at the post-fight press conference, admitting that he had thrown everything he had into the battle. Hard training, careful strategy, and relentless effort, but still couldn't solve the puzzle Crawford presented. The Mexican icon acknowledged that no matter what he tried, it wasn't enough, and he openly praised Crawford's all-around brilliance in the ring, calling him a fighter who truly possesses every tool in.
If you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Brian "Bomac" McIntyre, Crawford's longtime trainer, hasn't held back in his belief that Terence now stands above Floyd Mayweather. Following Crawford's emphatic victory over Canelo, cementing his status as undisputed in 3 divisions, Bomac drew direct comparisons to Mayweather, echoing Canelo's praise by insisting Crawford is on another level. He highlighted Bud's complete arsenal: defense, adaptability, and sharp intelligence, arguing that Crawford has not only matched, but even surpassed what Mayweather was in his prime.
I saw you before the fight, the Crawford-Canelo fight, and you had a Cavs hat on. This time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. GOAT. Greatest of all time, man. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to his coaches, not just me, Saul, Red, Bernie, Chet, nutritionists, everybody played a part.
Canelo said he's way better than Mayweather. What do you think to that?
Who, Terence? Yeah. Oh, of course. Of course.
Shane "Sugar" Mosley recently weighed in, giving the edge to Crawford over Mayweather. He credited Crawford as the more complete fighter, pointing to his size, longer reach, and rare ability to switch seamlessly between orthodox and southpaw stances. While acknowledging Mayweather's immense talent and rightful place among the all-time greats, Mosley believes Crawford's versatility and punching power would tilt a dream matchup in his favor.
Who do you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually, he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Bob Arum, the legendary promoter who has worked with both Mayweather and Crawford, has openly stated his belief that Crawford would defeat Mayweather at his very best. Arum highlighted Crawford's rare ambidexterity, his ability to fight just as effectively in orthodox as in southpaw, seamlessly switching stances mid-fight without losing rhythm or power. This, he explained, makes Crawford an absolute nightmare to prepare for, as opponents train for one style only to be thrown off by sudden changes in angles. Arum also stressed Crawford's adaptability, sharp ring IQ, and proven dominance across multiple weight classes, arguing that this mix of versatility, defense, and intelligence would give him the upper hand not only against a prime Mayweather, but also against Canelo in
Crawford in that fight.
Why is that?
I think Crawford is the better talent. I think he's a better athlete and a better boxer. And I just think he's going to win that fight. But it's a terrific fight.
Did something change your mind along the way? Did you have Canelo previously and reassessed
No, we never had Canelo.
No, I meant Canelo winning the fight in a percent. And did you change your mind? Or you always thought Crawford would win?
No, I never even considered it until it became a likelihood that the fight would happen. And once it was announced, I felt that Crawford would win. As a matter of fact, Terence came over to me after a fight that we did, I think with Keyshawn Davis, and I told him, I said, it's a great fight for you. You're going to win that fight.
Why don't you think the weight will slow down his legs, not allow him to...
Because I don't think he's going to put on that kind of weight. Also, I think that Crawford has a rare ability of being ambidextrous and switching from a southpaw to orthodox as the fight goes on, and that's going to befuddle.
No scar, De La Hoya pushed back against the idea that Crawford surpasses Mayweather, arguing that Floyd holds the clear edge both technically and historically. He reminded fans that when Mayweather faced Canelo, he completely controlled the fight and barely took a clean punch. De La Hoya described Mayweather as a defensive genius, smart, precise, and calculated, while noting that Crawford leans more toward a boxer-puncher style. Though he respects Crawford's accomplishments, De La Hoya firmly believes that in a battle of their primes, Mayweather's superior technical mastery would carry him to victory in...
Canelo after the fight said that Crawford was way better than Floyd. You know Crawford, you know Canelo, you know Floyd. What do you think? Who would win in a fight?
My man. I have to disagree because Floyd Mayweather toyed with Canelo. Like, he literally toyed with him. He didn't get hit at all. Not one time. And Crawford, yeah, he's more of a fighter, boxer. Mayweather's more of a boxer. But I have to disagree. I think Mayweather is much more superior than Crawford.
Andre Ward, the undefeated, great, and respected boxing analyst, has declared Crawford the most skilled fighter in the game today. Ward highlighted Crawford's exceptional ring IQ, adaptability, and defensive brilliance, pointing out how his timing, fluid movement, and ability to change strategies mid-fight make him almost impossible to figure out. He went as far as saying Crawford is the kind of fighter you could bet your house on against anyone. In Ward's view, Crawford has quietly been the sport's best for years, and the recognition of his technical mastery is long overdue.
Who's the most skilled fighter today?
Bud is definitely one of them, for sure. Tyke Shakur, Devin, Boots,
my favorite.
It's a lot of them, and they skillful in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, like, I can bet the house on is Bud, because me and him, we so much alike in our mentality. Like, soon as I see this dude, he come in the room or I come in the room, we start arguing about basketball, wrestling, anything, bro. Like, man, you can't, man, you looking small. What you mean I'm looking small? You looking small. You gotta really hurt that dude to turn him away and to try to stop him from doing what he want to do. So skillful, yes, but this and this, it's different, man. There's not a lot of guys like that out there currently. There's a lot of guys that talk it, but until you get in that real fire, I'm not saying a guy you fighting a guy you should beat. I'm saying a guy that it's a 50-50 matchup. We don't really know what you have. You don't even really know what you have.
Roy Jones Jr. praised Crawford's adaptability and sharp ring IQ, emphasizing how he can shift tactics mid-fight, tailor his approach to different opponents, and make even tough challengers look overmatched. He acknowledged that Crawford didn't always have the marquee names early in his career that some legends did, but noted that his recent elite performances are firmly cementing his legacy. At the same time, Jones stressed that greatness isn't only about skills, it's also about longevity, facing elite opponents at their peak and taking risks. To him, numbers like Mayweather's 50-0 showcase consistency and discipline, but don't automatically prove superiority in every aspect of the sport.
Rank him probably in your top 10, maybe even your top 5.
Where do you rank Terence, in your opinion?
I put him in the top 15, maybe the top 10, because he definitely has the skill of a top 5. Just that he hasn't had the opposition that some guys were able to get, and that's not his fault. He just made one of the best fighters in his weight class look like nobody. That's pretty damn good. Now he proved what we already thought. We just didn't see him against the best opposition near his weight class. See, this is the thing people don't understand. This is what I like about Bud. He reminds me of Roy. We ain't got to have the best opposition in our weight class. We want the best opposition near our weight class.
There's been discussion that maybe, Crawford and Inoue are going back and forth tussling for pound for pound, that maybe Inoue because of the multiple weight divisions. You're shaking your head no. Tell me why no.
Because Inoue also, when he first moved up, he lost to Donan. Don't forget that. Bud ain't lost nobody. Moving up or down, he moved up 3 times. He lost nobody. Don't tell me he better than Bud, no.
Is Floyd Mayweather top 5?
No, not in my book. No,
not even top 10.
Maybe top 10 in my book, yeah, but not top 5. Yeah. He maybe top 10, but not top 5. Floyd can fight. Don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight. But here's what my problem is. Well, I understand. I know you're a Floyd fan. But here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he going to prison when he get through. And then to take it even further,
he fought Cotto.
Cotto was not on his level. Wait. See, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And Cotto an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto's not an all-time great in boxing.
I agree with you.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great. All right, so that's not a great fight. That's not on your level. Pacquiao. You waited till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. If you'd have fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. Because both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Toney before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Toney?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is, you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them? Best 2 names you can pull up besides Canelo.
What I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't fight?
So my point is, I'm not gonna say who.
Because I can't name a person.
I'm not gonna say who would have beat Floyd. Like I said, I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was of his equal. He didn't fight a James Toney. He didn't go looking for a James Toney.
Max Kellerman has shared a balanced perspective on the Crawford-Mayweather debate, acknowledging Mayweather's unmatched resume, blistering speed, airtight defense, and dominance over elite opponents. Yet he also emphasized that Crawford has never shied away from danger, consistently stepping up to face top-tier competition throughout his career. Kellerman contrasted this with Mayweather, who, in his view, carefully selected some of his matchups. For Kellerman, that willingness to take risks is a major factor in how fans and analysts now view Crawford's legacy.
Wild, because if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time. That makes a difference to people.
Kellerman also argued that, by his standard, only Pacquiao and Crawford deserve recognition as true 4-division champions, leaving Mayweather out of that category. He explained that championships should be considered legitimate only if they are Ring Magazine or lineal titles. By that measure, Kellerman dismissed Mayweather's junior middleweight belt against Canelo, saying it doesn't qualify under his definition.
No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that.
Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing. And he did.
Fans are electrified with anticipation, with opinions sharply divided. Many believe Crawford, fresh off his monumental win over Canelo, would overwhelm Mayweather with his youth, strength, and versatility. Others argue that Floyd's unmatched defense, vast experience, and masterful ring craft would still make him a nightmare opponent, even in a comeback. To many, the real appeal lies in the spectacle, a dream clash of eras that sparks endless debate. Social media is ablaze with predictions, memes, and fiery arguments over who would truly emerge victorious.
Well, there you go. Now Floyd Mayweather is saying that there are discussions about him returning for another professional bout. Word on the street is Floyd could be getting paid $250 million. And they're saying the opponent, we're gonna be shocked at who it is. Now, let me tell you something. When I started hearing all that, you're gonna be shocked. And there are discussions. It sounds like a little bit of taking it to the stupid. But I do believe that taking it to the truth when it comes to Floyd Mayweather returning to the ring for $250 million. That man ain't never seen a dollar that he didn't like. So $250 million, I'm sure they could get him back in the ring to risk that undefeated record. But the thing is, against who? I sure as hell doubt it's Terence Crawford. I don't know, maybe it's Manny Pacquiao.
So, what do you think? Does Mayweather truly have a shot at taking down Crawford in 2026? Or has the sport already shifted to Bud's era? Share your take in the comments below.